Welcome to the Jones Zone, a podcast by Darryl and JJ Jones.
This is part 2 of Darryl's discussion with Carrie about what a community service director does. This episode explores the senior centers and fitness at the community centers. Make sure to watch part 1 to fully grasp what a community service director does.
So you mentioned earlier about the senior center. I've been at the senior center multiple times. What a fantastic facility, providing so many benefits to our seniors here in Brea. Tell us a little bit more about our senior center.
Our senior center is, if you just even walk in there and if you're having a bad day, you immediately will smile ear to ear, because the people there, not just the staff, but the people that actually go to the center, it makes your day brighter. We offer so many things. We offer, at the core of the main services, we have nutrition. Seniors can come and get a meal, right? Monday through Thursday, our meals are offered by Senior Serve Meals on Wheels program. And so they can come in and get a meal. And on Fridays is when the city offers a special senior lunch. The nutrition component, to me, the basic needs is definitely our nutrition programs that we offer. We also do home delivered meals. There's a number of Brea seniors that cannot leave their homes for a variety of different reasons and mobility issues. So we do have volunteers that come and deliver meals to our homebound seniors. There's other things like transportation, right? There's our seniors that aren't able to drive, that they still can, based on eligibility, and all that stuff, that they can get a ride from their home in Brea, get picked up on a shuttle, brought to the senior center for some socialization, like bingo, games and fun, and then have lunch, and then hop back on the shuttle. And then sometimes our shuttle takes them shopping, on certain days to get some of their errands done. So
a lot of events throughout the year, and there's computers there.
There's
the Christmas party, the famous Christmas party that they have every year, which is very popular, it seems like. Yes,
our Christmas party. We used to have it at the senior center, but last year, actually, we had it for the first time at the Improv, where we had Dwight Manley, reunion restaurant, and Improv come together and provide this amazing Christmas party for them. So
I have to do a shout out for Dwight Manley. So I've been involved in that Christmas party for years and years and years, and I make what I thought was a pretty decent donation to help out, etc. And I volunteer and I serve food. Yes. And I remember a couple of years ago, Chris Materio was there, and I said, "Oh yeah, I've got a little donation." He goes, he says, "Don't worry about it." I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He says, "Here, just listen up." And Dwight Manley goes up and talks. That gentleman donated $100,000 to the community center. Yes. And I'm thinking, oh, God bless that man for doing that. He's been a tremendous help, hasn't he? I'm not. Yeah. I just anyway. I was just very impressed and very happy to see that.
Yeah, he definitely has been. His heart is with the seniors. Really, really is a giving person to that part, and we're super grateful, because what better group, right? Yeah, and they're very grateful. They show their thanks, to Dwight, but he was able to kind of gather up Improv and Reunion, another great partnership, right, to provide a great service. Because when you go to the senior center, you can maybe have 180 people. Now at the Improv, it was well over almost 400 seniors that were able to enjoy this meal and entertainment, and special gifts. So it's been something that we're really blessed, and that we're super grateful that the seniors are able to enjoy.
And I was there a few years ago for the Christmas party, and my good friend from growing up in Brea, Alton Omura's mom, Mrs. Omura, I don't even know her first name. She recognized me. She's Darryl. I hadn't seen her for 35 years. It was so great. Anyway, so the senior center is just phenomenal. Yeah. Any other activities we do for the seniors?
Yeah, I mean, you can go there during their daily, what we call daily programming, right? So if it's bingo, if it's a crochet class, they'll have a reminiscence, group, different things. We have a lot of fitness options, like exercise classes, that are offered there throughout the day. We want to encourage our seniors in our community to not just stay at home, come out and be social, right? Get to know people, talk and be involved, and not be isolated at home, right? So I think that they do a great job. They provide a great meal, and just they go back home and they do it again the next day. So it's a really good vibe.
Do you have even the ability to where there's like a shuttle service to pick up seniors and bring them that need to be picked up?
Yeah, so through a lot of grant opportunities, right? Through OCTA, we have a senior mobility program that's the thing that allows us to go and pick up the seniors from their homes and then bring them to the center for socialization and also for lunch, right? That's kind of their mission to do that. So we're able to provide transportation. I want to mention, Darryl, that there's also an on-demand service that we also offer through very selected times throughout the day, and all of this is available on the senior center's website. But you can also, if you, for 3 days before, if you have say for example a doctor's appointment at St. Jude, you can do a dial-a-ride, if you will, like on demand, and schedule it. Then that transportation will take you there, and then you can schedule it to come back for as little, I believe it's like $3 or $5 a ride. So yeah, it's very, very low cost, and it's something that is used frequently for doctor's appointments or even shopping trips, right? Maybe a ride to downtown or the mall, for our seniors. So yeah, those are just a couple of some of the transportation things that we offer for our community.
You mentioned fitness. Let's talk about the community center. That is what a great place. In fact, I remember playing who cares about me, but whatever. I guess I'm on the podcast, so I could talk about it. I played my very last basketball game there at the community center. I remember that long, long time ago, but that place is phenomenal. Tell us more about the community center.
In the community center, we have our fitness center. You can do memberships, that which kind of gives you access to, you talk about the gym, you could play, they'll have drop-in basketball times. There's also dedicated time for volleyball games to be, that are played throughout the week. So, and obviously pickup times for basketball runs and that type of thing. They have the gym, and then they have a weight room, that has a multitude of weight options, and then also a lot of cardio equipment, right? You've got your treadmills and your steppers, all that stuff. So bikes, and that's offered as part of the wellness offer. And then of course the group X, you don't want to do it by yourself. You want to get fit with a group of people. There's a variety of classes.
I forget the name of the class, but I saw Chris actually once. He had these dolphin shorts on, and I said, where are you coming from? He said, I was in my class, my fitness class. I forget what it was, but tell us a little bit about those fitness classes there.
So they have group X classes, they call them, like your typical yoga class. They have body pump, but also Pilates, mat exercises and so forth. But then I know what Chris probably was doing is probably working with a group to do like TRX, right? It's different modalities in fitness that, work the, different parts of your body. And it's kind of like a boot camp, if you will, right?
Boot camp. That's what it was.
So that's what he participated in. Things like that beyond the fitness center that you can, of course, you pay for service that would encourage you to do different things and kind of push you out of your limits if you want kind of a next level, push for your fitness goal. But that component there is just really nice because it's not too big, it's not too small. It's community, right? And it feels really good in there. So a lot of people take advantage of that.
Just for those that may not know, it's right behind the post office, which is on Birch. So it's on Madison, right? I think it's technically straight up. So Birch. And
695 East Madison Way. So it's right there, very close to the post office. But the community center, it's not just about there's the fitness component, and then there's our Tiny Tot, right? Early learning classes that parents can get their kiddos involved before they go into elementary, school education. What's great too about the fitness part, I didn't mention, is that we offer Kid Watch services. So while you work out, you could also have your pay a small fee for babysitting. So, that's something that we heard loud and clear in the community that, I don't have time. I can't do all this, but no, we can watch your child and you can go work out. And so that's something that we've been, kind of nice to have, as part of our full service. Kind of switching over to the youth programming, there's a teen zone in there as well, that offers options for our teens to kind of come and enjoy in that beautiful space. And then we've got our youth programming after school program, that those halls are filled with a lot of kids that, after school time, and a lot of them, walk from Laurel, and they walk over to the community center and have a safe place to be after school. And
I've been there. And I did notice a lot of that. So that what a great function for those who need a
Mhm.
place for the children to be after school before mom and dad get home from work or whatever. That's essentially what it's for, not to mention the social aspect, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, childcare. I mean, I have two daughters, and I understand during that time, man, childcare can be very, very expensive. So I think the community center offers a very affordable way, to offer that in a safe place in a beautiful building. So to keep them active until they get picked up. So it's a very nice service that we offer program.
And then you have, gosh, in fact, I think there's a pet expo. You guys have events there as well,
Yeah, so
right?
we have a multitude. That's where our special events team gets to utilize that beautiful space to host the Pet Expo you talked about that we have coming in spring. We have the spring craft boutique and also Nutcracker, which happens in November. So we have the craft boutiques that happen in that space all throughout the community center, and because not to mention the community center is a place that people also have their weddings or they have parties there, right? So we have community spaces where people can rent for a good fee and have their parties and gatherings and stuff like that. So we integrate them a lot with private rentals, but also sprinkle in a little bit of events that we offer for our community. So.
Yeah, I've rented rooms there for a couple of different things, and then you do have that beautiful garden, which I'm guessing is what you're talking about when you mentioned weddings and wedding receptions. And you wouldn't know it, frankly. You kind of have to look for it because it's kind of in the middle, I guess one would say. So, boy, if anyone wants to have a wedding there or any sort of reception, really, what a beautiful area.
Yeah, and I think that the Arts Garden really came about because it wasn't a functional space prior. It was very flat, but I have to give credit to the community center team for really, getting out of the box and taking a look at things different and listening to their clients that, would get the bigger rooms, for their reception. They're like, we don't have a spot for our ceremony. So really thought differently and said, hey, we can create this into an art garden, outdoor ceremonial space, So that's how that came about. And you're right, it is a little hidden. But just like taking a look at current spaces and seeing how we can enhance them to kind of fit the needs of new things. So
of course, hidden also means private, which is what you want.
It's probably good too, right? So yeah,
those things.
The community center is a great place. It's just offers so much. And of course, our sports programs, our athletics programs are kind of centralized there as well. We have our youth basketball program that utilizes this gym in early January, and then you also have the sports that happen outside of the community center, right?
You have adults. Yeah, I mean, when I said that was my last basketball game, it was a men's league basketball game I was playing there.
Yeah.
But you still have men's leagues there, and
yes, we do.
Basketball. And what are there other sports that you have there that are leagues?
As far as the leagues we have would be your basketball, and I believe we also organize a softball, like a co-ed softball as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we provide a lot. It's just so much under one roof, but it doesn't only happen in the community center, but also out in our park spaces. So
there's softball, there's basketball, there's anything else other than those two?
Yeah, we also offer the co-ed volleyball leagues as well. That I wanted to mention, but there's just kind of always different types of offerings that we have.
Volleyball's a great sport. My daughter plays volleyball. It is so fun. It's so fun to watch, but okay, that's for a different podcast.
Stay tuned for part 3 where Darryl and Carrie discuss city events in Brea, such as the Pet Expo and the Brea Fest, and what resources the city provides for its residents. Only on the Jones Zone.